Welcome. As always, I invite you to come to Insight Timer. Hi, friends. Welcome. I'm just checking to make sure that we're okay. Good. It's that our connection should be nice and strong. It looks like it is. Great. Welcome. We'll begin in about a minute. Thank you for being here. Let's have a sound test. I'm going to step back and just make sure that you can hear me well from back here. So, can you still hear me clearly when I am all the way back here by the window? How's our connection, our sound? Okay, great. Hi, Matthew. Welcome. Okay, wonderful. Thanks, Jody. Great. All right. Well, we'll have just a few moments of an intro and then we'll get started with our practice. Warm welcome, everyone. If you are not here with us on Insight Timer, I invite you to join us on Insight Timer. My name is Selena Lael. This is a 60-minute yoga asana session, alignment based vinyasa style. For anyone who's unfamiliar with the the fullness of what yoga really is, it is much more than the physical postures. The asanas or the physical postures are just one aspect of this beautiful life path roadmap that yoga truly is. And I invite you to explore that if you feel called to. I have many, many recordings on the app if you'd like to explore other areas of well being. I also have 2 courses available. And let's see, we have our live sessions each week. We usually have a yoga asana session on Fridays at this time. And then we have, or Friday for me, and then we have a satsang where we come together on Wednesdays, usually at 6 p.m. Eastern time, sometimes 4 p.m., where we dive into different experiences together meditation, inquiry, compassion, love. Excuse me. You can find all of this on my profile page here on the app, as well as a website to stay more connected. Let's see here. For today, these vinyasa sessions are listed as intermediate because I won't be cueing all of the poses the way that I would for someone who's much newer to the practice. My invitation, period, for anyone and everyone is to please honor your body, no matter how advanced you feel you are, how many years of practice you have, or how totally new you feel you are to yoga or are to yoga. Please honor your body. Yes, this is not about a competition. This is not about who can be the fittest or hold the pose the longest. This is about our experience and our connection with our own beloved self and how that ultimately translates out into our lives. Yoga union. So I really invite you to honor your body. If you are very new to asana and are you're welcome to be here, please. But please also make sure that you're really taking care of your body. If I'm doing something that you're unfamiliar with, that you don't feel comfortable doing, that you don't feel confident doing, please skip it. Just watch it, maybe. Take a resting posture or do something else that you feel comfortable and confident doing with your body. Hi, Carmina. So that's actually what I'm about to get to next. So Carmina is saying, I take it your ankle is better. It is so much better. I do not have total mobility yet. And this will be the first time I'm doing a full vinyasa session. So we will see how my ankle holds up. That being said, There may be times today that I need to modify and will not be doing the posture the way that we traditionally do or the way that your body is able to. So, with that, I also invite you to take the fullness of a posture, even if I'm not able to. Yes? Yes. Thanks, Carmina. Hey, it's a good reminder. Carmina is saying, don't overdo it. And it's a good reminder for me as well. Yes, I offer that reminder. And you know what they say, there are a lot of sayings about it, but we all need to practice what we preach. So, all of that said, I invite you to have your yoga mat for comfort and for support, and have any other props that you prefer to use or might like to use during your session. I do not usually demonstrate with props because I know that not everyone has them where they are. That doesn't mean you can't use them, yes? All right. So, our 60-minute session begins now. So, we'll be completing 60 minutes from now. If you do need to leave early, please do take Shavasana, take a final resting posture of stillness where you can integrate everything that you've experienced before you move into sleep or the rest of your day, of course, depending on where you are and what your life is today. All right. Here I wobbly stand up and let's see, just want to make sure one more time that everything is set up properly. You should be able to hear me clearly. We had our sound check. Everything is looking good. Again, if you are not with us on Insight Timer, I invite you to join us on Insight Timer. All right. So we're going to start today standing. We're going to begin with Surya Namaskar A. And I think I can do B. We'll see what my ankle can do. So these are sun salutations. These are great postures for warming up the body. However, for some, they're not the best postures for warming up. Maybe you have a lot of tension in the backs of your legs or your back, or there's something else going on in your body. So if you find, well, I'm going to give a couple of invitations for modifications during these Surya Namaskars. So if this isn't the best warm up for you, you can take those, or please feel free to take other postures to give yourself a little warm up first if that's what you're needing. Again, this is not about a competition or having to do everything that I do. Yes. And lastly, before we dive in, I would like to invite you to, as we move through these vinyasa sequences, these transitions, to take on one of two postures, or of course, any modified version. So if you're taking Cobra, I'll give a demonstration for that, Bhujangasana. Or if you're taking Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog, I will also demonstrate that. And I invite you to choose one or the other. If you have a different way of practicing, please do that if that's what serves you best. Yes? All right, now we're really going to begin. I invite you to come to the top of the mat. Big toes point forward. Draw the navel toward the spine. Micro bend in the knees. Feel the crown of the head lifting you up toward the sky. Palms touch at the heart. Shoulders drop back and down. Feel the tailbone releasing down. Pelvis is neutral. Chin is slightly tucked here. Lift your toes. Feel this activity, this energy and muscular activity waking up in the legs and the feet. Maintain this aliveness in the body. Relax the toes down. We will open practice today with the sound of Om 3 times. Take a full deep breath in. And just exhale through the mouth. And now we begin. Take a deep, full breath in. Om. Oh, one more. Oh, breathe naturally. Drop your awareness deeper inside. And from this place, set your intention, create your sankalpa. Beautiful. If the eyes are closed, open them. If there are ever any technical difficulties during the session, I invite you to drop a many emojis in the chat, and that will cue me to come over and adjust whatever is going on. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen up. Exhale, dive forward, option to bend the knees, draw the navel toward the spine. Fingertips to shins, flat back, weight in the toes, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back, high plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. Elbows draw back and stay close. Inhale, curl up through the spine. Cobra, Bhujangasana. I invite you to have the pubic bones stay in contact with the ground. Lower down, tuck the toes under, press yourself up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths here. Draw the navel toward the spine. Option to bend the knees. Press the chest back toward the thighs. Shoulders draw up away from ears. Root down evenly through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Inhale to look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Press into the feet, draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up, draw the navel toward the spine. Exhale, dive forward, option to bend the knees. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, shoulders draw back, weight in the toes. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back, high plank. Lower down to the belly or through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Thighs are completely off of the mat, shoulders draw back. Make your way up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. If the heels are comfortably touching the mat, gently draw them apart. Draw the navel toward the spine. Crown of the head reaches toward the fingers. Inner elbows roll forward, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, press into the feet. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. One more like this. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, dive forward, option to bend the knees. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Draw the shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back, and then lower down to the belly or through chaturanga. to come up, Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Make your way back, downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. Allow a slight part, space between the teeth. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold forward. Draw the navel in, press into the feet. Inhale to reach all the way up, palms touch, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Surya Namaskar B. Bring the big toes to touch. Heels are slightly apart. Draw the navel toward the spine. This is one of those poses where I'm really not sure how fully I can do it. So please go as deeply as you feel comfortable to in the posture. Inhale, reach the arms up. Sink the hips back and down. Draw the navel in. Exhale, bow through center. Fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Draw the navel in. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back, high plank, and then lower through your vinyasa of choice here. Adho Mukha Svanasana, big toes touch. Softly step the right foot through between the hands. Option to join me here with the back heel lifted for a lunge, or to lower the back heel to come into traditional Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, reach the arms up. Hips are square to the top of the mat for either posture. Exhale, touch down. Step the right leg back, lower through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana, big toes touch. Softly step the left foot through between the hands. Again, option to keep that back heel lifted or lower it. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, touch down. Step the left leg back. Move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. Draw the navel in. Bend the knees if there's a lot of tension in the back body. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Big toes touch. Half lift and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips down, reach the arms up. Utkatasana. Press into the feet to rise all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Draw the navel in. Reach the arms up. Sink the hips back and down. Weight in the heels. Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, flat back, draw the navel in. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back, high plank, lower through your vinyasa. Again, the invitation is if you're choosing cobra, the pubic bone stays in touch with the mat. Adho Mukha Svanasana, softly step the right foot through between the hands, option to keep the back heel lifted. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, touch down. Step the right leg back, lower through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana, softly step the left foot through between the hands, option to keep the back heel lifted. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, touch down. Softly step left foot back. Again, lower through your vinyasa of choice. You can always skip as well and just come to downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Big toes touch. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips down, reach the arms up. Utkatasana, press into the feet as you inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful, friends. One more round of Surya Namaskar. Heels are slightly apart. Big toes touch. Sink the hips back and down. Reach the arms up. Utkatasana. Exhale to bow forward center. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Draw the navel in. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back. Lower through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Softly step the right foot through. Option to keep the back heel lifted. Inhale, sink low as you rise up. Exhale, touch down. Right foot steps back. Lower through your transition. Softly step left foot through between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up. Sink down into that front knee. Exhale to touch down. Left leg steps back. Move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. Draw the navel toward the spine. Root down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Big toes touch, heels are slightly apart. Sink the hips down, reach the arms up. Utkatasana, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful, friends. Take a moment here, feel what's waking up in the body, what's moving. When we practice our asanas, not only are we stretching and strengthening the body, but we are moving energy through all of the nadis, the channels of the bodies, the chakras, all of the systems of the body. And we start to move energy through these places where there's been stagnancy. You might have felt a lot of emotional turmoil or stagnancy or a sense of exhaustion or all of these different things that come from stagnant energy. And when we're moving in our asanas with our breath, this can start to move. So just notice what's moving inside on all of these subtle levels. Beautiful. Moving on. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive forward, draw the navel in. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, flat back, weight in the toes. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step or lightly hop back. Lower through your vinyasa. Make your way back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Press out through the ball of the foot. Draw the navel toward the spine. Shoulders pull up away from ears. Hips are square here. So rather than lifting that right hip high, keep the hips square. Keep pressing your chest back toward your left thigh. Bend the right knee. Stack the hips. Toes fall behind. Breathe. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the right leg. Option to stay here or exhale, knee to nose, high plank. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross the body, left elbow. Beautiful. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, softly step the right foot through between the hands. Keep that back heel lifted, belly on thigh. Draw the navel in, sink down. Maybe that right ankle is below the right knee, arms alongside the body. Inhale, reach the arms up, crescent lunge. Bend your back knee to tilt the tailbone down. Draw the navel toward the spine. Then begin to press out through the back heel. Maybe sink a little lower here. Inhale, straighten the front leg, rise up. Exhale, sink down, bend the front knee, elbows draw out to the sides, palms face forward. Inhale, reach up, rise up. Exhale, draw the elbows down wide as you sink down. Very nice. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to sink down. Shoulders drop away from ears. Two more. Relax the jaw and the face. Beautiful. Stay here in your lunge. Release the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers if possible. Maybe begin to straighten the arms as well. Shoulder blades draw closer together. Draw those lower ribs in if they're starting to pop forward. Beautiful, friends. One more breath. Release the hands as you inhale. Reach the arms up. Exhale, touch down. Step the right leg back. Move through your vinyasa. Option to keep that right leg lifted if you like. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the left leg up and back. Keep the hips square. Draw the navel toward the spine. Press out through the ball of the left foot. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Toes fall behind. Lift the corners of the mouth. Inhale, square the hips, lengthen the left leg, stay here, or exhale, knee to nose, high plank. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, softly step the left foot through between the hands. Maybe the ankle is just below the knee. We'll see what my ankle can do today. Maybe the belly is on the thigh, arms alongside the body. Draw the navel in. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Back heel stays lifted. Bend the back knee to drop the tailbone down. Draw the navel in. Then begin to press out through the back heel. Very nice, everyone. Sink a little lower. And then we'll inhale to rise up, straighten the front leg. Exhale, draw the elbows out to the sides, shoulders drop down, palms face forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink it down. Draw those lower ribs in. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Stay here. Release the hands behind the back. Interlace the hands if possible. Opposite thumb is on top this time. Begin to straighten the arms if possible. Draw those lower ribs in again. Press out through the back heel. One more breath here. Very nice, everyone. Release the hands. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, touch down. Step the left leg back. Option to keep it lifted as you lower through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. Draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold forward. Press into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful, everyone. Remember, anytime you need to take a pause or modify in a way that you know is safe and good for your body, please go for it. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, draw the navel in as you dive forward. Option to bend the knees. Fingertips to shins, Ardha Uttanasana, shoulder blades draw back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back. Move through your vinyasa, or just come to downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Bend the knee. Stack the hips. Right toes fall behind. Lift the knee a little higher. Square the hips. Extend the right leg. Stay here. Or exhale, knee to nose, high plank. Remember, this is optional. Inhale up and back. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, softly step the right foot through between the hands. Right ankle is below right knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bend the back knee, drop the tailbone down, draw the navel in. Then begin to press out through that back heel. Sink a little lower in the front knee. Arms are up. Inhale. Exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, reach center. Exhale, twist open to the right. Stay low. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here. Option to stay here, or see if you can reach your right hand for the back of your left thigh. Sink a little lower. I can only go so low on this side with my ankle. Reach the left arm up along the ear. Shoulders drop down. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up center. Exhale, touch down. Step the right leg back. Option to keep it lifted as you move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the left leg up and back. Bend the knee. Stack the hips. Lift the knee a little higher. Square the hips. Lengthen the left leg. Stay here or bend the knee. Bring it to the nose. Inhale up and back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, softly step left foot through between the hands. Left ankle is below left knee. Inhale, rise up. Bend the back knee, drop the tailbone down, draw the navel in. Then begin to press out through the back heel. Inhale. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Stay low. Press out through that back heel. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Beautiful, friends. 2 more. Draw those lower ribs in. Very nice. Option to stay here or reach your left hand back for the back of the right thigh. Right arm comes up by right ear. Stay low. Breathe. Very nice. Inhale, reach the arms up center. Exhale, touch down. Step the left leg back. Option to keep it lifted as you lower through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 slow, deep breaths. Draw the navel in. Creases of the wrists are parallel to the top of the mat. Inner elbows roll forward. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold forward. Press into the feet, draw the navel in as you rise all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Again, drop your awareness inside. What is happening in your inner world? Slow your breathing down. Relax the jaw, the face. Recall your sankalpa. Repeat it to yourself in your mind. Lovely. We're going to work with a bit of balance, play with our standing postures. You know what? Actually, before we do that, let's step. You can bend your knees a little bit here. Swing your left foot forward and then swing it back so that you take a wide stance on your mat facing the left side of the mat. Going to open things up a little bit more through the legs before we take our balancing postures. Draw the navel toward the spine. Turn the toes out slightly here so that when you bend the knees are moving over the toes, this same direction. Bend over into the right knee. And then shift the weight to move over into the left. Back over to the right. And stay here. Option to stay lifted like this, or if it's comfortable, you can sink all the way down. Let's see if I can do this today in Skandasana. If you're here comfortably and can balance, bring the palms to touch at the heart. The back of that right arm comes into that inner thigh. Drop the tailbone down, reach the chest forward, chin is slightly tucked. I'm going to give myself a little support here because I like the stretch, but it's a little too much weight on my ankle. Relax the jaw, slow, deep breaths. Slow yourself down, soften the face. One more breath here. Great. However you can, move yourself now over to the other side. So shift your weight. We'll start here at this higher lunge. If it's comfortable, you can come all the way down. And again, if you are here comfortably, maybe the palms come to touch at the heart. The back of the left arm comes into that inner knee or thigh area. Chest reaches forward, tailbone reaches down, chin is slightly tucked, so the back of the neck is long. Breathe. If you wish, gently touch the tongue to the roof of the mouth just behind the upper teeth. Soften the jaw. Soften your throat. Beautiful. One more breath here. Make your way back to center. Standing position. Bend the knees a little and just move the hips a little side to side here. Lovely. Turn the toes in slightly. So the toes are slightly turned in. Draw the kneecaps up. Activate the thighs. Stand tall. Roll the shoulders up and back, interlace the hands behind the back. Again, straighten the arms if possible here. Active legs, toes are slightly turned in. Draw the navel toward the spine. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Knuckles lift up away from the spine, maybe even up over the head. Draw the shoulder blades closer and then the shoulders away from the ears. Keep drawing the kneecaps up, active legs. Weight rocks forward in the toes. Breathe deeply. Head and neck are relaxed. 2 more slow breaths here. Press into the feet. Lift the knuckles up toward the sky to lift yourself up. Relax the arms out to the sides. Micro bend in the knees. Notice what's happening inside. Very nice. Okay. So, however your setup is, go ahead and turn your body so that you're facing your device if that's most comfortable. Let me think here. Yeah. Or really, let's heel toe the feet together if you haven't already. Come out of that pose. You can give a little shake. We want to have enough space for the possibility of opening the legs out to the sides. So, however you need to adjust yourself in your space, you can prepare in that way. You may not be doing that today, but you may. And actually, I may not be doing that today. I didn't think about that. We'll see what happens. All right. Let's bring the weight over into the right foot. Spread the toes if that makes any sense for your body. Bring the left knee up into the chest. Reach the chest forward. Micro bend in the standing leg. Drop your left hip down. Great, everyone. Shoulders draw back. So here's option 1. Hang out here, or maybe even just play with this if you're still working with building strength and flexibility. Ooh, you can do this ankle. Option 2 is to take your middle and index fingers around your left big toe and begin to straighten that leg forward. You can have the right hand to the hip. And then again, drop the left hip down. Draw the left shoulder back and into the socket. Very nice, friends. Micro bend in the standing leg. Breathe deeply. It's perfectly okay if you have this bind with the toe, but your knee is bent. Just keep dropping that hip down. Great. And then option to stay here, we'll play with opening the leg out to the side. Again, drop that hip down. One way we can help to do this is by turning that left heel forward a little so the toes start to turn back toward the back wall or space. Very nice. Breathe deeply. Slowly come back to center. Last bit of play. Release the toe. Point the toes forward. Keep that hip up. Ooh. Drop the shoulders down and release the leg. Very nice, friends. Give a little shake. Take a deep breath in. Reach the arms out wide. Exhale. All right, second side. Let's see what my sweet ankle friend can do here. I won't push it. Yes, I will honor my body as well. Weight comes over into the left foot. Spread the toes, if that makes any sense. What I mean by that is for some of us, our toes don't really feel like they spread. Mine do. I have little monkey feet. I can pick things up with my toes. And people can actually work on spreading the toes, but for some of us, it just doesn't happen naturally. So that's why I say if it makes sense for your body, spread the toes. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, no issue. Find a supportive stance in that left foot. Micro bend in the left leg. Bring the right knee into the chest. And again, maybe you're still kind of going like this. That's perfectly okay. Drop the right hip down, draw the shoulders back, draw the navel in. Focus your drishti if you didn't on the last side. Whenever we're balancing, it's really helpful to have the gaze focused on one spot. So in this case, it might be on the floor or the wall ahead of you. This is option one. Option two is to take index and middle fingers around the right big toe. Bring that left hand to the hip and then see if you can extend out through the right leg. And then again, drop the hip down. Drop that right hip down. Very nice. Breathe. Micro bend in the standing leg. Draw that right shoulder back into the socket. Slow, deep breaths. Option to play a little more here by bringing the leg out to the side. Tilt that right heel forward, toes back a little to drop the hip down. Breathe. Beautiful, beautiful. Bring that leg back to center. Final bit of play if you wish. Release the toe. Point the toes forward. Keep the leg lifted. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. And release it. Shake it out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale through the mouth, relax them down. Lovely. Let's roll the shoulders up and back a few times. Feel this space you're creating in the spine and the body. Let's come into our final vinyasa of practice. Come to the top of the mat if you're not there already. Draw the navel in, palms touch. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive forward, draw the navel in, option to bend the knees. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, weight in the toes. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, high plank, lower down through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bring the knees down to the mat, big toes touch, sink the hips back to the heels. Relax the upper body toward the mat. Head and neck are relaxed. Balasana, child's pose. Find a way, if possible, to settle into this pose a little bit. I know for some of us it's not the most comfortable. So can you find a way to be here for at least a few breaths? Again, recall your sankalpa. Wonderful. One more breath here. Press into your palms and your knees to rise up. Come over to sit down. All right. Sit nice and tall. Bend the knees, plant the feet. Reach your chest forward. For some of us, this is where we're going to stay today. We're just going to work on our core strength by keeping the chest or the spine upright and the chest reaching forward. Shoulders draw back. Yes, so this is already a lot of core activity. If you'd like to play here, we lean back, but keep the chest forward. So rather than curving the spine, chest stays reaching forward. Maybe we play next with just having the arms extended out. Maybe you like to bring one or both heels up. If you're doing one at a time, that's perfectly fine. You can take maybe a breath here and then a breath here so you balance it out. Our final option is to extend the legs, Navasana, boat pose. Keep reaching the chest forward, chin is slightly tucked. Very nice, friends. Breathe. If you want to play a little bit, we'll lower and then exhale to come up. Inhale to lower. Oh, there's a mic. Exhale to come up. Do this one more time. Inhale to lower. Exhale to come up. And bend the knees, hug them in. Hug yourself in close. Relax the forehead toward the knees if possible. Make your way onto your back. We're going to move into bridge pose. If you are unfamiliar with this, please watch first. We never turn, I don't usually like to use words like never or always, but this is that kind of circumstance. Whenever we have weight on the head and the neck, we don't want to turn the head. That's an easy way to injure ourselves. So I invite you to keep your gaze this whole time up to the sky. If you need to watch, please watch first. Knees are bent. Walk the feet in so that you can maybe brush your heels with your middle fingers. Feet are about hip distance apart. Turn your toes in slightly. Press your low back down. Feel how that starts to tilt your tailbone up to the sky. Press into the feet. Curl up through the spine. So lift lower, middle, and then upper back off of the mat. Gaze remains up toward the sky. Keep pressing down into the feet. Option to stay here or interlace the hands underneath you. Tuck your shoulders underneath you to lift a little higher. Press into the feet. Lift yourself up even more and then relax your glutes. Maintain the lift. Breathe. Keep pressing into the feet. Lift the belly up to the sky. We'll be here for 3 to 5 more breaths, or as many breaths in that feels good for you. When you're ready to come down, lower down the opposite of the way you came up. Maybe press yourself up a little higher, relax the glutes. If the knees are splaying wide, bring them in closer. When you're ready, untuck the shoulders if you have them under. Slowly roll down the spine. Keep the feet on the floor. Allow the knees to fall in toward each other. Take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Slow breathing. Feel the weight of the body relaxing down. Lovely. We'll come into this one more time. Or if you just like to stay here and rest, that's of course perfectly okay. Start by bringing the feet into position. So feet are about hip distance apart. Maybe you can brush your heels with your middle fingers. Toes turn in slightly. Press the low back down. Feel how that starts to tilt the tailbone up. Press into the feet. Lift the tailbone. And then slowly, one vertebra at a time, up off the floor. Option is stay here or interlace the hands. Tuck the shoulders underneath you. Press into the feet, lift yourself up. Option is stay here, or if you'd like to play a little bit with balance and strength, bring the feet just a little closer together. Press into your right foot. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Keep pressing into that leg strongly, that foot strongly to lift up. Change sides. Left foot down. Press into the left foot. Lift the right leg up. We're really activating the glutes here. And lower. If you've been playing with me in this lift and lower, let's take 2 To 4 more breaths in bridge pose. If you're ready to come down, just come down and rest. Again, when you're ready to come down the opposite way. So untuck the shoulders, release the hands, roll down the spine. Again, keep the feet on the ground, knees fall in toward each other. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Feel the weight of the body sinking down. Muscles are just melting, releasing tension. Mm. Heel toe the feet in a little closer. Extend one leg up to the sky and then the other. Just release any tension that might be hanging on the legs. One more time on each side. Ah, great. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Option to stay here or lift the hips. Left arm between the legs, right arm to the outside, and you interlace the hands behind or in front of the right knee. Flex your left foot. This helps to protect the knee joint. Draw your right knee toward you as your left knee gently presses away. Relax the upper body as much as you can. If you're not feeling very much here and you'd like to increase sensation, you can play with leaning your weight over to the right. Allow a space between the teeth. You might even want to take a few breaths in and out of the mouth here, really letting go deeply. Great. Slowly release, extend the legs up to the sky. Release the left foot down, cross the right ankle over. Stay here or lift the hips. Arms thread through, or the right hand threads through. Interlace the hands in front of or behind the knee. Flex the right foot to protect the knee joint. Left knee draws toward you, right knee away. Relax the upper body as much as you can. And again, if you're not feeling very much and you'd like to increase sensation, you can play with leaning your weight over to the left. Slow, deep breaths. Slowly release. Extend the legs up to the sky. Take your hands to the insides of the thighs. Allow your legs to fall out wide. Just take a little pulse here. Hmm. Keep the knees wide. Bring the soles of the feet up toward the sky, and then reach your hands either for the outer shins or maybe all the way up for the outer edges of the feet. Maybe the ankles come over the knees. Again, relax the upper body as much as you can. Maybe the soles of the feet are up toward the sky. Happy baby. Again, the hands are to the outer edges of the feet here, so the chest is nice and open. You can play with rocking a little side to side, and it's perfectly okay if your hands are on your shins and you can't reach. Remember, our yoga asana practice is not a competition. It's not about being flexible or the most athletic or anything like this. It's about your relationship with your beloved self. And it's also about taking care of this temple body. Come to stillness if you're rocking. If you're holding the feet, maybe draw the feet down a little toward the earth. Excellent. Release the shins or the feet. Bring the knees closer together. Hug them into the chest. Rock a little side to side. Again, if you need to leave early, please do take some time in Shavasana. Extend the legs down on the mat. Take the feet wide. Allow the toes to fall out to the sides. Arms are alongside the body with some space between the arms and the torso. Palms face upward. If it feels good, you can tuck your shoulders underneath you. Chin is just slightly tucked so that it's not lifted up toward the ceiling and there's some ease in the neck. Close your eyes. And then if it feels okay, I invite you to just kind of wiggle your whole body. Just gentle wiggling through your body so that we can release unconscious tension. Take a deep breath in. Keep wiggling. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go and allow the body to find stillness. Make any little adjustments that you need. And then I invite you to be still for this very potent asana where we become the witness rather than reacting to sensations, thoughts, and emotions. We be the witness of all of these experiences and just let them be without needing to react to them. Allow your thoughts to pass like clouds. Allow your whole being to be just as it is. There's nothing to do now. You can just rest. I invite you to rest and allow yourself to be in this posture for as long as you like. If you're ready to complete, start to deepen your breath and become aware of your whole body. Slowly move fingers and toes. Feel every micro movement. Inhale, reach the arms up along the ears. Point the toes, exhale through the mouth. Ah, nice long stretch. Bend the knees. Roll over onto one side. Use your bottom arm as a pillow. When you're ready, use your hands to come up to a seat with the eyes closed. Palms touch at the heart, Anjali Mudra. We'll complete with our chant, offering the benefit of our practice to all beings and all of creation. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu 3 times. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings and all of creation be happy and free. Peace, peace, peace reigns. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. Great love and gratitude to you. Mm. Thank you, friends, for sharing your practice. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your presence. Great Neil. It's nice to be able to practice together like this again. How are you feeling? What are you aware of inside? Oh, great. I'm so glad. Thank you all. Oh, Lori, I'm so glad. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Great love and blessings to you, to all. Thank you, friend. And I forgot to mention, we do have a community group on the app called Love Heals All if you'd like to join us there. Oh, perfect, Gracie. Sweet dreams. Beautiful. Lighter, connected, love. Love that. Thank you, Yasmin. Always grateful to feel your presence. Thank you all. Okay, anything you'd like to share before we complete today? Oh, thanks, Carmina. I think it feels okay. It might be a little sore later. I can have a sense that might be the case, but I think it feels okay. I've continued doing no jumping hit workouts because a lot of those don't require a lot of flexion, and I've been able to modify when I need. So there's still some strength. It's just more about some of those deeper stretches that I think it's just not used to, and some of the balancing too. Thank you for asking. Wonderful, Lori. Wonderful. Okay, thank you. Any announcements? Oh, apologies for anyone who came yesterday. I had accidentally created this session for yesterday. And so I thought I went through the process of deleting the mistaken session and adding this one. And apparently I didn't delete the one. So apologies for anyone who came yesterday. And I wasn't here. Uh, we'll be together again next week. Here, let me just double check. I'll pull up my live schedule. Next week, we'll be together, I believe, at all of our regular times. Mm, yes. So next Wednesday, we'll be together at 6 p.m. Eastern for our satsang for the soul. And next Friday, we'll be together at 3 p.m. Eastern for another Vinyasa session together. So I look forward to being together then. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for you in my life. I'm watching all of your little pictures floating by, appreciating you, loving you so much, loving you with all that I am. Mm. Isn't love so beautiful? And I don't mean emotional love or attachment. I mean that purity of the heart, that purity of giving, that purity of beauty, that purity of openness, expansion, surrender. I'll share two things before we complete today. One is part of this beautiful Ram Dass quote. It's this teaching where Ram Dass is speaking to, I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness, meaning, well, you can make it mean whatever you wish, of course, but the way I hear it is, I am the awareness of love. I am awareness that is loving all just as it is. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. I am loving awareness. And this other teaching from many places, surely, but I most recently heard it in the book, The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. And the teaching is most of us in our I'm looking at this cute little green gecko. Most of us in our experience of separateness and this illusion, we are not experiencing life. We don't experience life, we experience mind, meaning we're not present in our lives. We might be sitting here together, but how many of us right now are thinking about what's coming next or something that we felt earlier, or something that we're concerned about? We're not even here. We're not experiencing life. We're experiencing our minds. And even for many of us, if we think we're present, we're still experiencing the mind's interpretation of reality. When there's full embodiment of presence, there's beingness, there's no judgment, there's pure loving awareness. So two powerful teachings for us to take with us for consideration, if you like. One, I am loving awareness. And two, I don't experience my life, I experience my mind. And maybe that will inspire you, because it surely inspires me, to have deeper inquiry of how can I be truly present in this moment. So rather than experiencing mine, I can really experience my beautiful, precious life, whether I'm feeling depressed or sad or joyful or grateful. How can I experience my life fully? And I think many of us know that when we are experiencing our lives fully, all of those contracted experiences fall away because we're no longer experiencing mind, we're experiencing life. And life is so beautiful in all of its messiness and sacredness. And it's not to negate that there aren't very, very painful experiences in this life and in this world. May we hold it all and hold all parts of ourselves as loving awareness. See you next time.